Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today we're going to be trying out some new makeup from Tarte Cosmetics. Tarte recently launched a bunch of new products on their website, and I ordered 3 of their new things, so we're going to swatch everything, and I'm also wearing everything on my face today, so you'll get to see them in action as well. First, let's talk about these Radiance drops. These are part of the Rainforest of the Sea line. These have received some mixed reviews, and I can understand why, for sure. These drops are very liquidy. They have almost like an oily feel to them, and when you just kind of drop it onto your hand and look at the product, it looks like there's a lot of glitter. But once it's applied to the face, I didn't feel that it was very glittery at all. I felt it was definitely a very radiant look. I used it both applied just directly to my face and mixed in with my Rainforest of the Sea water foundation. And I really liked the way it looked with both of those applications. The bottle is plastic, but it feels very heavy. It feels like high quality packaging, and you can hear it almost sounds like glass, but it really feels and looks like plastic when you inspect it really closely. The applicator is a dropper. It says to shake well before use, and this is kind of a suspension, so if you don't shake it up, you'll see that it is kind of like an oily liquid with a lot of shimmers suspended in there. I think that if you have dry skin and you really want to add some glow to your face or to mix in with your foundation, then I think you'll really like this. However, if you have combo or oily skin, you probably won't really love this product. It is quite glowy, so just keep that in mind. Next, let's talk about this eyeshadow palette. It's the Leave Your Mark palette, and it is part of the Double Duty Beauty line. This has super cute packaging with the little kisses on it. I really like that. It's the same size and shape as the Maneater palette, which I don't know if you've seen any of my other videos where I mentioned that, but I absolutely was in love with that palette, and that's really what made me want to order this one. This palette contains 7 eyeshadows and 1 face highlighter. I'm gonna go ahead and show you swatches of the palette now. I'm gonna do both finger and brush swatches. As always, when I do brush swatches of a palette, I use my e.l.f. flat eyeshadow brush, and I clean off in between each shade with my Viramona color switch. Here are the swatches of the palette. On top are the finger swatches, and below are the brush swatches. Up here we have the first shade in the palette. It's called Grace, and it's a very icy, kind of satiny cream color. Next is the only matte in the palette. This one's called Speak Up, and it's a peach. This shade is a super cool rose gold kind of duochrome. It's called Good Vibes. Next we have Encourage. This gold is called Role Model. Here we have Shake It Off, kind of a bronzy color. And this deep purple is called Respect. And lastly is the highlighter, and this one's called Love. I have been using this palette for a while now, and I have to say there are some pros and cons to this. I thought that the highlighter shade was going to be too dark for me, but I'm actually wearing it right now. I think it looks great. It has kind of a cool, like champagne-y gold duochrome effect, and when it's applied with a fluffy highlighter brush, it's not too dark for me at all. I do think that it would suit even a medium skin tone, but I don't think it's too deep for me, and I'm pretty fair. My main complaint with this palette is that there's only 1 matte shade. I feel like these 3 shades, Good Vibes, Role Model, Encourage, and even the highlighter shade Love, I feel like they're just a little bit redundant. They're all these really beautiful shimmery gold type colors, but I do wish that one of these shades had been replaced with a medium warm matte brown, and then I think this palette would really be perfect. I just think that those gold shades are a little too close to each other, and only having 1 matte doesn't really float my boat. However, I used just this palette today to get my eye look, and I do think that I came out with a really beautiful wearable eye, and I am really happy with it. I'm just missing 1 kind of medium toned matte. That's all I'm missing here. Overall, from the packaging to the formula, I am really happy with this palette. I'm going to continue to get a lot of use out of it. So I do think this was a good purchase, even though I just wish that one shade was different, but I'm still really happy with it. The very last thing that I purchased in this little Tarte haul is this Ready Set Radiant Spray. I did get the travel size, and I wish I would have bought the full size one because I love this. This spray is not a setting spray. It's not meant to extend the life of your makeup. It's more of a refreshing and finishing spray, just like Fix Plus. So you can wear it alone for a little like glowy sheen, or you can use it to finish your makeup and refresh throughout the day. That's how I've been using it. I think the sprayer on this is really great. It's a nice, even, fine mist. I didn't find it leaving like big droplets on my face, and the scent of this is so freaking good. I'm sure that not everybody will love it as much as I do, but the first time I sprayed this, I was like, oh my gosh, what is in this? And I'll tell you what's in it, just about everything.
There's apple, apricot, eucalyptus, spearmint, peppermint, rose, cucumber, sandalwood, raspberry, olive oil.
When I sprayed it, I was like, I can't nail down the scent. It's because there's so many fragrances mixed together, but somehow it definitely works. It's not too overpowering. I felt like it was a beautiful Bath & Body Works candle, except sprayed onto my face. I know that sounds super weird. It's actually amazing. I absolutely love this. I think I like it even better than the Marine Boosting Mist, and I will definitely be purchasing the full-size bottle of this. I just can't say enough how much I love this. It feels good, it smells good, it's good. Now I'm going to show you how I used all these products to get my look today. So if you want to see these products in action, just keep watching. Starting off with the Radiance drops, I'm just going to shake those bad boys up and apply about 3 drops to my face. Just building those up and patting them right into my skin and looking super glowy. Next, I'm going to use my Rainforest of the Sea water foundation. And I'm going to use 1 dropper full of the foundation and then about 3 drops from the Radiance drops. Mix those together, and I'm going to dab those straight onto my face. Once I have the foundation spread out over my face and neck, I'll start to blend in with a foundation brush. Today I use the Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. I know a lot of people like to use either a brush or a sponge. I actually like to use both in conjunction with each other because I feel like I get the smoothest and most natural look. So after I blend with a brush, I just used my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge and pressed that product right into my skin. Here you can see what the foundation and Radiance drops look like by themselves on my face. I will finish my concealer and bronzer and stuff off camera, so if you're looking for a list of those products, just check the description box to see what else I'm wearing. Of course, I need some more glow on top of that, so this is the highlighter from the palette called Love. Time for the eyes now. I'm using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot to prime my eyelids, and then I'm going to go in with a little fluffy brush and add a little bit of the shade Grace just under the brow bone and around the inner corner. Next, it's time for the transition shade. I'm using the only matte in the palette. It's called Speak Up, and I put that all over my lid and up into my crease as well. Having that matte shadow down just makes blending everything else so much easier. I'm going to add a little bit of depth to the outer part of my eyelid now with the shade Shake It Off on a little flat Eco Tools brush, and I'm going to use just a little bit of the shade Encourage swept over the lid, and I'm going to go back and layer some more shimmer on top of that using my finger. I took the shade Good Vibes and I patted that all over the center of my lid where those 2 shades met. Then just adding a little bit more drama with the shade Shake It Off again. Just wanted that outer corner to be a little bit deeper. Now I'm going to blend everything together using my original transition shade, just making sure that all those shades are blended nicely into the crease. And I'm also going to add a little tiny bit of that matte shade along the lower lash line with a little flat Morphe brush. For my inner corner highlight, I'm using the highlighter shade Love, and I'm actually using a little sponge tip tool here. It gave me a great intensity, and I actually really loved the way that this worked. Lastly, I'm using the dark purple shade Respect on a little angled brush, and I'm using that kind of like a faux liner just along the upper lash line. Before I do my mascara, I'm going to add some of the Skin Mist, and by some, I mean a whole lot.
Oh my gosh, that smells so good.
Then I curled my lashes and added some Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and that's my finished look. It's super shimmery, super dewy, and super perfect for summer. That's it for my little mini Tarte haul. I would love to know what you guys think about these products. Have you tried them? Is there anything else you're excited about coming out this summer? Leave a comment and let me know. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, let's highlight. That's the highlight of my day. Get it? I don't care. A little more? A little more? Yeah, I probably need a little more. Maybe that doesn't sound good to you. It sounds freaking fantastic to me. We're gonna run out of camera battery soon. Don't play me, lashes. New. Why do you make everything sound so weird? It does say to then I can definitely say, I can't definitely say I don't know you. Maybe, I don't know. So, my husband's literally texting me about his Starbucks barista's makeup. I've created a monster. I could use a little more. I could do more. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Oh, I just sprayed that all over my camera lens. I don't even care. I bet my camera likes it too. Just kidding, I kind of do care. Don't spray things on your camera. I'm gonna be so radiant by the end of the day because I just keep spraying the spray on my face. I swear the hardest things are trying to get a good like close-up shot of the finished look because I always feel so awkward, and trying to get a good thumbnail, which is why I always am making a ridiculous face in all my thumbnails because that's just me. It's 12:30 in the afternoon and I'm still drinking coffee. Ah! Obviously, I've had enough. And yet I will continue to caffeinate. I mean, can we just look at this glow right now? I have like 15 different kinds of glow on and I'm not mad about it.